And then point number 3 is you do want to set goals. So I've talked about this before a little bit. I've made a whole video about it, I believe. But you want to set short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-term goals I look at are things that can be accomplished within, let's say, 1 to 2 weeks. So if you're brand new at the piano, short-term goals are 1 to 2 weeks. Whether that's learning a scale, whether it's learning a couple chords, whether it's learning a song, even some kind of easy song, whether it's learning an arpeggio, whether it's learning proper fingering for a certain scale or a certain piece of music, should take you 1 to 2 weeks. You want to set these goals, you can have something to aim for. You want them to be quick, like the 1 to 2 week, because you want to be able to check something off and you want to make sure you're making progress and you want to be able to play as many songs as possible within that 1 to 2 week time. What you don't want to do is pick a song that's way too difficult for you and try to spend 6 months learning it, and then you only learn 3 measures because you're wasting your time. That's wasting 6 months. What you want to do is pick very simple songs, either out of a method book or whatever your teacher recommends you, and play that song. You should be able to play it about 90% of the way within the 1 to 2 weeks for short-term goals. So 90% of the way means you have it under your fingers, you can play all the right notes, you can play it at the right tempo, and you have good phrasing, right? So what does all that mean? It means you can physically play the notes. It means you can play it at the tempo of the song, the target tempo, so 100 beats per minute, 120 beats per minute, you can actually play it. And the phrasing, you are coming in on time. So on beat 3, you're at beat 3, on the and of 4 beat, you're on the and of 4. If you can do all that within 1 to 2 weeks and you can do it well, then you've hit your short-term goal. The last 10% would be things like dynamics and expression. So things like, again, the dynamic sounds, how loud, how soft you're playing, maybe crescendos, things like that as well. Even maybe things like staccato or accents, right? That's kind of like that last 10%. But you do want to have goals no matter what. And that's a good kind of reference for you for the short-term goals.